There is a fear that doesn't scream. It doesn't shake your body or stop your breath. It whispers quietly inside your chest every night. The fear of waking up one day and realizing you lived an average life when you were meant for more. This is the story of a man who carried that fear silently until it almost destroyed him. Once upon a time, in a crowded city where everyone seemed to be rushing somewhere, lived a young man named Samir. Samir was not poor, but he was not rich either. He was not weak, but he was not strong. He was not unhappy, but he was not truly happy. He was average. Every morning, Samir woke up at exactly 7 a.m. He wore the same kind of clothes, drank the same tea, and took the same bus to the same office. From the outside, his life looked fine. A steady job, a small rented apartment, food on the table. But inside his heart, something felt heavy. Every day while sitting on the bus, Samir looked out of the window and watched people pass by. Some looked tired, some looked hopeful, some looked lost. And every time, the same thought appeared in his mind. Is this all my life will ever be? As a child, Samir had big dreams. He wanted to create something meaningful. He wanted his life to matter. He wanted to wake up excited, not just awake. But slowly, those dreams were buried under responsibilities, fear, and comfort. Be realistic, people said. Dreams don't pay bills, they warned. An average life is a safe life, they advised. So, Samir chose safety. At the office, Samir worked quietly. He never made mistakes, but he never took risks either. He never spoke up in meetings. He never shared his ideas. When promotions were announced, his name was never there. And when he looked at others moving forward, a strange pain grew inside him. Not jealousy, regret. Every night when Samir lay on his bed, the fear returned. Not the fear of failure, but the fear of never trying. One evening, while scrolling on his phone, Samir saw a post that said, "The biggest regret is not failure. It is living your whole life without knowing what you are capable of." Those words stayed with him. That night, Samir couldn't sleep. He thought about his life 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Same job, same routine, same silence. His chest felt tight. The next morning, Samir went to work as usual, but something inside him felt different. At lunch break, he sat alone on a bench outside the office building. An old man was sitting beside him, feeding birds. The old man noticed Samir's restless face and asked gently, "You look young, but your eyes look tired. Why?" Samir smiled politely. "I'm just thinking," he replied. The old man nodded. "Thinking can be dangerous," he said softly. "It shows you the life you're avoiding." Samir looked at him in surprise. The old man continued, "I spent 40 years doing what was safe. One day, I woke up and realized my life had passed. Not badly, just quietly." Samir felt a chill. The old man looked straight into Samir's eyes and said, "Fear doesn't always stop you from moving. Sometimes it convinces you to stay comfortable." Those words hit Samir harder than anything he had heard before. That evening, Samir went home and opened an old notebook he hadn't touched in years. Inside were his forgotten dreams, ideas, plans, things he once wanted to build, learn, and create. His hands trembled as he turned the pages. "This was me," he whispered. Tears filled his eyes. For the first time, Samir admitted the truth to himself. He wasn't afraid of failing. He was afraid of standing out, afraid of being judged, afraid of leaving the average path. But another fear was now stronger, the fear of dying with regret. The next day, Samir did something small but brave. In a meeting, he raised his hand. His voice shook as he shared an idea he had kept inside for months. The room went quiet. Some people nodded, some people ignored him, but something changed inside Samir. He had spoken. That evening, he started working on himself again. He woke up earlier. He read books that challenged his thinking. He learned new skills after work, even when he was tired. It wasn't easy. Some days, fear whispered, "Go back to comfort." Some days, doubt screamed, "You are too late." But Samir kept going. Weeks turned into months. Slowly, people noticed. His confidence grew. His ideas became sharper. One day, his manager called him into the office. He said, "We see potential in you, but potential means nothing without courage." Samir smiled quietly. He finally understood. Life doesn't punish you for failing. It punishes you for never trying. 1 year later, Samir stood in front of a mirror. He looked the same, but he felt different. He was no longer running from his fear. He was using it as fuel. He hadn't reached success yet, but he was no longer average. Because an extraordinary life doesn't start with winning, it starts with choosing discomfort over regret. As Samir walked outside that evening, the city lights shined brightly. He whispered to himself, "I may not know where this path leads, but I know where the other one ends." And he never looked back. Final message for narration close. The fear of living an average life is not a bad fear. It's a signal. It's your soul reminding you that you were created for growth, not comfort. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for confidence. Start afraid, but start. Because one day you will look back and thank yourself for choosing courage over average. If this story touched your heart, like this video, share it with someone who feels stuck, and subscribe to this channel, Little Push, because every story is a step away from an average life and one step closer to becoming who you were meant to be.